If we placed bets before Aston Martin ever produced a DB11 and we had to decide on which version would be the one to get, I'd put my chips on the table in the spot marked V12. I'd lose that bet though. The V8 is here and it's the better of both. With less power, it manages to become a much sharper automotive instrument. It's just as gorgeous on the outside, and it's a supremely comfortable Grand Tourer on the inside. But a number of changes under the skin have all added up to deliver a far more focused DB11. The V8 is the one you want.
So a new day brings a new DB11. And oddly, this is the one with the smaller engine. Now you would think they would introduce the smaller engine first and then give us the bigger V12 down the road, but that's not the case here. We've already driven the DB11 with the V12 and it was good. It was great. It looks good, it drives very nice, it's a very competent GT. This is the V8 and you would think that this would be less of a car. And as I'm quickly finding out, that is very much not the case. So what are we dealing with? Well, under the hood we have that twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine borrowed from AMG. Here it's making 503 horsepower and just under 500 pound-feet of torque, and it is backed up by a ZF, you can say that because it's a British car, ZF 8-speed paddle-shiftable gearbox. Now, it's less power, but the car is also lighter. Switching to that engine has shaved over 250 pounds compared to the V12. That's quite a bit. That's also allowed Aston Martin to retune the brakes, to retune the suspension, to recalibrate everything to make this actually sharper than the V12. The 12 is the Grand Tourer, and it's very good at that. And this is a Grand Tourer too, but it's more finely honed and ground down to leave you with a more engaging vehicle. This is kind of what I hope the V12 would have been, to be totally honest. And this is the one, were it my money, this is the one I'd get. It's just as comfortable on the inside, it's just as gorgeous on the outside, but it's better. It's better. When they retuned the brakes, it allowed them to use shorter pistons, so the pedal travel is shorter. One of my complaints of the V12 version is that the actual paddle throws were oddly long. They changed that in this car. They shortened them, and they're gonna shorten them in the V12 too, because they listen to everybody else complaining. I'd like to think it was me who forced change, but I know it was everybody else. So what do you get with the V8 DB11? You get a car that can go from 0 to 62 in 4 seconds flat and has a top speed of 187 miles per hour. Here on this curvy Palomar Mountain Road, it just feels more at home than the V12 did. These are the same roads we tested the V12 on initially in our first drive of the car. This car is far more competent out here. It just feels more alive and willing to turn in more sharply. Brake more aggressively, and the suspension, if you put it in Sport Plus, it's more aggressively damped. Everything has been retuned, like I said, to accommodate that V8 engine. Engine mount, so the engine sits nice and low too. In fact, the balance of the car has been changed. The V12 is 51-49 front rear weight distribution, and this one is 49-51. So if we had wider open roads, we could probably also have an even more tail happy slidey son of a bitch. But what we do get with less weight on the nose is a car that is happy to turn in and happy to make you have a lot of fun. So what are we dealing with? Well, we have that twin turbo. What size is the engine? 4-liter. Thank you. And here on this curvy Palomar Mountain Road, as I just turns things up on me. Here on this curvy Palomar Mountain Road. Sorry, Jonathan. Sorry. I found traction control, by the way. It's in track right now. That's why it gave a little bit more right there on corner exit. It's in this menu.